The internet is really new, uncharted ground. There are just numerous really reputable companies out there that see it as a great advertising tool. But on the other hand, a lot of people who are very unscrupulous who can use it too. So our kids are exposed now because of the very nature of the internet. It's open to a lot of advertising. However, there are things that parents can do and children can do and teachers can help them do these things, and that is put in pop-up blockers and things of this nature, spam blockers. The major ISPs today, I'm associated with one of them by virtue of paying them $23 or whatever it is dollars a month, and I've been raising Cain with them for a long time, and they've come up with some excellent built-in provisions to keep spam away, to keep pop-up ads away, to automatically upgrade my virus protection and firewall. So, you know, we're making progress. It just takes time to make that progress with every new evolution of technology.
I feel when students see a commercial on TV, they know that they're trying to be sold, and they know that when they see a toy flying, it's probably not actually a flying toy. They know, they've been taught enough that they know that most of the times it's not what commercials seem to be. They're just trying to get you to go and ask your parents to get them that toy. When they're on the internet, I don't think they're quite at that level yet.
How many of you, when you're playing on Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon or Disney, how many of you notice those flashy things at the top of the screen, side of the screen, bottom of the screen? What are those? Advertisements. Good. How many of you pay attention to the ones that are flashing? Yeah, me too. They catch my eye. How many of you pay attention to the bright colors on the advertisements? Very good. How many of you read them because they're flashing? How many of you read them because they're colorful and they stand out from the rest of the page? Exactly. Put your hands down. They're getting tired, aren't they?
Sponsors of great educational sites where kids can learn just at rapid rates and things that it would take them forever to get to the end of if they were searching out in the library, they get them at their fingertips. But the people who pay for that advertise, just like television.
What things are for sale? Games, PowerPoint games, can't forget those. Games, like clothes. And extra genres. Games, clothes, and junk. Junk? Well, they do advertise stuff that nobody would ever buy. Yep. And other stuff. Happy.
Oh, advertisements are like things that, like little boxes or whatever that show you, that make you want to like get their things, like play their games or get their toys.
When a website says .com, it's trying to advertise something.
Websites are like shopping malls because they have all these signs that are bright and blink to get your attention. They want to keep you staying there so you can buy stuff.
In the case of children, there are some very specific laws about protecting children's privacy or attempting to do so, and it's called the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, or, you know, we love acronyms, COPPA. And this lays out some very specific instruction to those who would attempt to get information from children. It tells parents how to do things to correct it. We can provide assistance, but basically it says if your intention is, as a marketer, is to collect, or anybody online, to collect information from children below the age of 13, it lays out a whole series of you must do this, 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 and you can't do this, this, and this. Things like you can't collect information legally from children below the age of 13 without their parental consent. The parents must be able to see the information, to correct it. You must allow them to correct it. You can't move it about. You can't engage kids in things that you and I are concerned about that can mislead kids and cause damage to them conceivably. It's really a tight, narrowly focused law.
And let's say that we are walking down the street and we see Frankie walking the other way. Okay, she doesn't know that it's me. I don't know who she is yet. We've never met. And she's wearing a name tag, and it says Frankie. It says her address. It says her date of birth. It says her phone number. It says her parents' names. And I walk by and I say, "Hey, Frankie, I'll call you later." Okay? What's wrong with that situation? What's wrong with that? Lynn?
She doesn't know you.
She doesn't know me, so what makes that wrong? Yes?
Because, like, you could, like, go to her house and hurt her.
I could go to her house, and if I was a mean person, I could try to do something that isn't so nice. But you guys know that I would go to Frankie's house and probably hang out and watch videos and eat some popcorn. But that's okay. So that's right. So Frankie would be very unsafe if she was walking down the street wearing a name tag that has her name, her phone number, her address, her parents' names, where her parents work.
Certainly, if you're teaching kids about the importance of privacy and security, they need to understand that when they go to a website, one of the first things they ought to look for is a seal of approval, a statement of privacy, to at least you know those people are thinking about it. Now, some of these privacy policies are incredibly complex, but they need to have some basic things in there. And if you're a parent, you got to understand your kids aren't going to understand a lot of the technical stuff, ramifications of laws and policies and stuff like that. But you can teach them the sites they can go to, and you can feel comfortable because you've looked at it, you've taken an interest in what they're looking at, which is no different than what parents should have been doing 50 years ago and did do. The more we pay attention to what our kids do and understand the environment they're in, the safer those kids are going to be.
When I'm a good cyber citizen, I look for the privacy policies on all of the websites, so I know if it's like a safe website for me to use.
If we see if school has any kind of bad stuff.
Yeah, like bad stuff or stuff that we had to.
Well, let's check out like the privacy policy first.
Yeah, let's see if it has a privacy policy. Let's see.
Is any friend safe
Privacy policy. Let's see what's.
Yes.
Alright,
Okay.
well, they have Yahoo privacy policy.
So it probably has its own privacy.
Wait, here it is.
Privacy policy.
Trustee. Trustee. Okay. So it has trustees.
If, say, my friend is talking to somebody that wants all their private information, I tell them not to tell that stuff.
I don't think we're doing a good enough job of making people aware of what the internet is all about, what computers are all about. There's not a real good understanding of just what a powerful tool this is. It's a powerful tool for great, marvelous things, education, productivity, commerce, entertainment, you name it. But at the same time, it has certain vulnerabilities. However, if you're fully aware of what you're dealing with, the good and the bad of it, and you know the remedies for the bad, we can minimize problems. If you're aware that it's against the law to get information from children without parental consent, it's against the law to use that information in certain ways. That helps the teachers certainly teach it. That helps the parents be aware and take an interest in what their kids are doing. And it helps the kids too, as you say, they understand some of this stuff. If we're fully aware of the dangers of spam, if we're fully aware of the dangers of viruses and the need for firewalls, we can get tools and use tools very easily today. They're becoming more and more easy with every passing day because that's the nature of technology. But the teachers have simply got to come up to speed in this technology, keep abreast of it, and it's not that difficult to do. You know, we're all a little nervous about getting involved in new things we don't understand, but actually, when you get into it, it's a lot of fun. Even I'm 66 years old, I love it. They can learn it, and they have to learn it because they got to teach the kids. They got to teach them responsibility, accountability, knowledge, awareness, and all these things, and it's up to them to do it.